Do you think there's a such thing as cupcake phase in relationships? I feel like saying it's a phase is stupid because love and stuff should always be shown throughout the whole relationship. Not saying that you have to be all mushy, just a lot of the shit people throw in the cupcake phase category should always be shown and reciprocated when you're in relationships, in my opinion. I totally agree with you. I hate the fact that people feel like, in the first couple of months of a relationship that you can be all sweet, send your girlfriend flowers, buy her chocolate, be all lovey-dovey with her. I hate that it just kind of fades after, but that's the reality of things. When you're first talking to someone and you're first getting to know somebody, it's exciting, it's new, it's fresh, it's dope, But after a while, you kind of get settled into the relationship and things kind of just come into actuality and you sink into it and you guys get comfortable with each other. And that's where I feel like a lot of relationships go wrong. Getting comfortable too quick. There's nothing wrong with spicing it up and getting ready for your man. Sometimes, whatever, chilling, but maybe one of those days get dressed up, put on a little show for your man or something. Same thing goes for your man though. I feel like a lot of them think that they don't have to do sweet things for their girl anymore, like buy them flowers, take them out to dinner, surprise them with little things. Why not? Do I not deserve that? Am I not deserving enough of a bouquet of tulips on a rainy day? It makes me question a lot of things. But no, honestly, I feel you. I hate that stuff. I feel like, is it chivalry? Chivalry? There's something wrong with being a gentleman. There's something wrong with being romantic. I was talking to my friend the other day who needed some advice about something, and he was telling me how he buys his girl flowers and how he does this and this and this, and it's so sweet. It's so cute to see that there are still gentlemen out there. It's really adorable. It's not an everyday type thing, It's just a once in a while. Nothing wrong with keeping it cute and keeping it, sweet every once in a while. Nothing wrong with buying a girl some flowers on a random day. You don't have to have a reason to buy somebody flowers. You know that, right? You don't have to have a reason to buy your girl chocolates on her period. I mean, unless you want a favor returned, But other than that, What do you do at parties? Do you twerk? No, because for me to twerk, I need to be drunk, and I don't get drunk anymore because I can't drink. I have a problem. I mean, I guess I don't have a problem because I'm not a drinker, but I can't drink alcohol without making this face. Like, I can't, and it doesn't go down. It's like, I take the shot and it's like, stops right there, and then it's just like burning. Stops right there, burning, stops right there. It's just like, it's like a burning, slow down roller coaster that needs some oil. Like, no, I'm not putting myself through that anymore. I don't need to be doing it. Whatever, it's not worth it. I will just sip my Long Island iced tea. Let me just sip my tea. My boyfriend cheated on me and I still have such feelings for him. I broke up with him right away, but I still feel like I love him. What do I do? That's completely normal. It's completely normal to feel that way right after you broke up with someone, especially if it's infidelity or physical abuse or anything. Your love for them isn't just going to disappear overnight. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a long time, actually. I've never had to deal with a breakup yet, that's serious, that I've actually, because I've only had feelings for one person like that, and we haven't broken up, seriously yet. Like, we've had our little ups and downs, but, I know how it feels, whenever we do break up for those couple of days, I'm really sad, like, I'm really, really depressed, and it's just like, I can only imagine. Pain is actually such a beautiful thing, as weird as it is to say that. It's a very beautiful thing because it, strength and growth stems from pain. You're just vulnerable, you're emotional, you're extremely in touch with yourself. So nothing wrong with being sad right now. I feel like it's a good time for you to kind of find yourself, and you're gonna come out of it super strong. You're gonna come out of it with a new appreciation for yourself, a new worth, a new perspective on relationships, life, a lot of things. So just take it as a learning and growing experience. Don't fall back into him, hitting you up and telling you he's sorry and blah, 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 because cheating is not okay. Regardless, whatever reason it was, it's not okay. So just stay strong and don't, fold under pressure from him. She said, Kim, I love you so much. If I ever have a daughter, I'm naming her after you, but you better become famous because I don't want no one thinking I named her after Kim Kardashian because I don't like that bitch. You're the only Kim that I fuck with. Okay, I'm gonna be famous. I wanna be famous. No, that's really sweet. I'm used to giving it up on the first date, which is bad, I know. But I don't know how to make it a challenge on a guy. I feel like I'm stuck in between making it a challenge and that it's okay to fuck on the first date. I've noticed that once we have sex, they hit me up just for that. I don't know how to say no. Please help. I'm gonna tell you, this is how you can say no, okay? No. Why is it so hard for some of you females to say no? But if you're looking for a serious relationship and you're sleeping with all these men on the first date, why do you think they would ever call you for anything but that? Because that's pretty much all you offered them. It's not like you offered them a great conversation leading up to having sex. Even if you did, they're not thinking about that because it doesn't matter. Because you put out within the first day. Like, you know, don't expect a guy to want to be with you if you're putting out that fast. Because if a guy, you know, I'm not trying to succumb to all the standards that the guys have set for females, you know, all the requirements, whatever, but I'm saying most men think like this. They don't want a female that if they think, you know, if, you know, you put out on the first day, they're gonna think that you probably did it with all the other guys. Like, why would a guy want to put himself through that stress thinking of you putting it out for a bunch of guys before him, you know? So, you know, if you are just super turned on all the time and you just always want to have sex, then that's just what you're gonna have to do. But if you want a relationship, you're gonna have to hold out for a while, because no man is going to have any type of respect for a female that puts out just to put out. This guy at my job flirts with me all the time, but one day he comes to my register and I look at his hand and I see a ring on his ring finger and I'm like, oh my god, you're married? Really? What the fuck? Okay, married men cheat way more. That's just obvious. Married men cheat way more than men who are just in committed serious relationships, because they feel like once everything is legal and once everything is, you know, set in front of God, that they're extremely like constrained and tied down and that they can't ever get out of it. You know, yes, marriage is a union between two people and you guys are together now, but you shouldn't look at it as like a death trap, you know. And if you look at marriage like that, why did you get married in the first place? You know, you should get married with someone because you love them and because you want to spend the rest of your life with them, and because you enjoy, you know, their presence, you should do that. But if as soon as you get married with someone you resent them and you resent the marriage and everything, then what the hell did you get married for? And, you know, as much as it is men are just dogs for the most part, I'm not saying all men are dogs, I'm not, but for the most part, most men who, you know, are married can be dogs and they get bored, whatever, but it's also females. If you know that a man is married, or if you know that a man is in a serious relationship, why are you entertaining it? Men have this brotherhood pact with other men, but females are so totally against with being on the same team. It's like they're competing against each other. It shouldn't have to be a competition between females at all. I don't get that. I really don't, because at the end of the day, men are always going to have each other's backs. Are females going to have each other's backs? I don't know. Why can't it be like that? Why can't females have other females' backs? I never saw a problem with having another female's back. Like, I never did. Maybe I just watched too much Spice Girls growing up. Like, maybe I'm just too much on girl power, but there's nothing wrong with coming together as the female population and, you know, showing these men or letting these men know that it's not cool to hit on me when you're married. You know, if a married guy hits on me, or a guy that I know is in a serious relationship hits on me, I'm gonna embarrass him. I'm going to embarrass him, because if my man was doing that to me and the female that he was doing it to, I would want her to embarrass him too. I would want her to let him feel like, what the fuck are you doing? You're in a relationship. Why are you doing this? You know? So it's like every time a guy hits on me that has a relationship, like, I just make him feel stupid. And I feel like as females, and if we know, you know, and if you don't know, it's not your fault. It's really not your fault, and you can't be blamed for anything. But if you do know, and for some reason you get some type of high out of a guy who's in a relationship hitting on you, you have daddy issues. So instead of just being a quick little fuck, why don't you be a sister to your sister who's with a dog who needs a reality check? But why don't you be a sister and embarrass her man for her, let him feel like shit, and let him know that you're gonna tell his girl what he's doing? I'm the type of girl, I'm always gonna have a girl's back. I'm always gonna tell her, look, your man was trying to suck my nipples in the club. I'm always gonna tell her. Let's end the whole side chick epidemic that's becoming so popular and so acceptable. It's not cool. Why let these men feel like they could have multiple women and treat women like this and treat other women like this, you know? Why don't we just come together and embarrass these men and, you know, come together in unity and make the world a better place? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I will do another one next week. More questions, not so much based on relationships. Let's just do kind of like generalistic, you know, questions. It's just not always based on relationships. But I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to be your little mentor. I'm here to be a little therapist, a little bit of entertainment for your boring Thursday nights. But Other than that, yeah. I'm wearing a turtleneck, so it kind of looked like I didn't have a neck in this video, but I do have a neck, y'all. You know, I do have a neck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a couple giggles out of it. I hope you guys spiced up your Thursday with this video. But I will be back on Tuesday with more embarrassing stories, which got a lot of good, you know, feedback. I'm glad you guys liked it. It's a very vulgar video, but I'm just reading off what you guys sent me, and I'm completely comfortable with doing that. So if you guys want to send more, send more. If you don't, then that's the end of that. But yeah, send in your questions for the next Ask Him, and then your embarrassing stories, and we will go from there.